bounds. Bryant thinking he has another easy one over the small lead.
Sports are a well-known pastime among Australians. But what about gaming? Is gaming a sport even acknowledged by Australia? Sports are defined as activities normally requiring a competitive nature, as does gaming. Competitive gaming is the same. What is the difference? What defines an athlete? What defines a competitive gamer? Appearances? Stereotypes? Time to find out. So Australians enjoy a good game of cricket, right? Football maybe? But does gaming come to mind when you think of sports? What does? Tough builds or tough thumbs? Jump shots or joysticks? I met with Gavin Shelley, a competitive gamer who's experienced gaming firsthand at a young age, to get his insights and opinions on the world of competitive gaming. What video games did you play when you competed?
What video games did I play? I have played in the past. Started off with Super Smash Brothers. I competed in a tournament in Melbourne. I've competed for the MOC clan in Counter-Strike. They had a lot of members in it, and I was one of them. I also competed in Halo 3 in some tournaments online.
What do you think of people that completely disown or silence gamers as athletes of sorts, saying gaming isn't a legitimate sport?
They've obviously never been gamers. That's all I can say about them. I've been given an example of chess once. Chess is a sport. You know, just because you sit down on a chair does not make it not a sport. Just because there's no direct physical, exertion, it does not mean it's not a sport. The definition of sport is changing. You know, you can sit down, play a game, and it's just the same. It's just the same. So what they say, they obviously just haven't played enough games.
Just like sporting teams we all know today, gamers often unite in their own teams, clans being a common sight in online games. Australia isn't shy to the rest of the world and has their own teams representing Australia nationally to the rights of gaming glory. Joe Ruggieri is no stranger to playing internationally, having met, played with and against some of the top teams in Australia. Are you or have you been a part of any Australian gaming teams? What did you play?
Played the game Halo 3. I wasn't on any permanent teams. To be on a permanent team you had to be in the top 36, basically. There was no real rule, but if you weren't in the top 36, you wouldn't come together as a team because you wouldn't win. But I was temporarily on teams of really good players. Often, I remember playing at a LAN once in Brisbane. There's 4 per team in the game I played, and 3 of them were on the top team of Australia in Halo 3, and I played on that for that night and the next morning.
How big is competitive gaming getting in Australia? Is it growing?
It's not increasing by the population percentage, then it's technically getting smaller. There's less and less people in society playing it. I don't know the figures on the percentage population, but I know that each year more and more people are getting into competitive gaming.
So there you have it. Competitive gaming is definitely on its way up into mainstream society, being recognised as a sport. Just because gamers may not compare physically to athletes portrayed in modern society doesn't make them lesser athletes than those who compete in mainstream sport. Countries like Korea and America aren't the only competitive gamers across the globe, as Australia makes a new name for itself. Perhaps we'll see gaming as a new national pastime. Who knows? What I know is that I need to brush up on my Mario Kart skills.